Kit, by the way, everybody. Cool, yeah. And I had the idea to like start this little like gathering based on the kind of inspiration from the One Girl Five Gay show, if anyone's familiar with that. So yeah, like I said, my name's Kit. I identify as poly, bisexual, and non-binary. And just in terms of like coming out, not that I'll delve into the story, but just that I think that it's been interesting to have a journey of coming out with each identifier.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I came out as bi as very early on when I was like 10. I've come out as non-binary and poly more recently, and I think also non-binary and poly are new additions to the LGBT community that people are just starting to come aware of, and I think that coming out experience was very much different than like my bisexuality coming out, A, because I was younger, and B, because it was more widely known and accepted. So that's just kind of my little
spiel.
My little intro.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So do we want to like?
Do you want to go around a circle?
Yeah. Let's do that.
We're in a circle that we're moving in a clockwise fashion for.
Right. I'm Olivia. My pronouns are she and her, and I identify as queer. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah, and I guess mine are they, them, there, just for pronoun's sake.
Yeah.
That's it?
Thanks.
All right,
That's it?
good.
Okay. All right.
Gordon, he, hims, but if you use other ones, I don't care. That's cool. Queer, the same. I would go with that. Probably closer to pan bisexual if we're not using queer as one of the titles. Poly as well. Yeah. Oh no, I think, like you were saying, they each came out individually, but kind of together, and they were all gradual realizations more than where you're just sitting there one day and you're like, oh no, that's all of those things make me queer. Yes, no, that's wasn't like I was fighting it with denial, but yeah, no, I definitely could have a relationship with more than one person. Yes, no, that's what that is. Okay, moving on.
Awesome.
Check that off.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, I'm Bonnie. I am a queer, poly, non-binary person. My pronouns are they, them, but you can also use she. Just don't call me a woman or a girl. That just grinds my gears, like itches, like it scratches the back of my eyeballs. Yeah. So I came out as bisexual when I was about 16. And then that sort of gradually evolved into...
Open the door to more doors of closets to open.
Exactly. So yes.
First question, guys. Are we ready? Bam. Here we go. Okay. What's the gayest thing you've done this week? Specifically the gayest thing you've done this week. Last night? I don't know, wearing these suspenders.
That's right, that's up there. That's pretty gay.
I think that's pretty up there. I'm trying to, this week has been a blur for me. It's been too busy for me to rack my mind. I don't know. But I went to the Everything to Do with Sex show last night and then went to Oasis. I don't know if that's that's just like a regular day for me. I think too, sometimes for me, like as a queer individual, when I think of like queer things, it's not queer, it's just like this is my life. Like
I feel like those things still had like nuance on them too though. Like when you went to the Everything to Do with Sex show, what were you looking at? What were you checking out?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, again, like in my mind, I'm like, oh no, it's totally normal to look at like a tail with a butt plug. Like that's just like regular stuff. But somebody else might be like, no, like that's really good. Like, is it though?
Yeah.
I feel like compared to like the general
population.
General population.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that would be super gay.
But I think also too, I guess because of like my biology, like last night I was mainly with my male partners. So in my mind, like too, if I'm like really gonna identify it as like something that I did, like a gay action, I would think of it being with my female partners. And I don't know why I associate it that way, but I think because like my regular everyday like queerness, like when I'm just hanging out at a sex club like Oasis, or you know, doing like BDSM things are a completely different realm and community than like my queer culture. So I'm associating like my queerness with being with a certain gender, which I think is, I don't know, I have this struggle of like associating it with that, especially when I'm identifying as non-binary. And like clearly not wanting to associate things with a gender, but my mind still kind of goes there. So I don't know why it tends to be that separation, but
I don't know. Maybe it's like ingrained society thing.
yeah,
right?
I think so.
So like all these different things being, just basically put into your brain, and then it's an impulse, right, that you have, right? Like I have it too, right? So
yeah, no, definitely.
I mean,
so.
like, I ate a cheese plate and then listened to Tegan and Sarah, so.
Yes! Okay, there you go.
that's pretty gay.
Oh, hey, watching RuPaul's Drag Race. There you go. That would be my real answer.
Okay. I watched a really good but very depressing gay teen movie. It was called, I forget what it was called, but it was on Netflix, and it was like rated 4.5 out of 5 stars. And it was about Holding the Man, I think it was called.
If you find out the actual name, we can put it in like the description afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. And like it was basically about these two boys who fell in love in like the late 70s, early 80s, and it was like
It was sad.
It was
Just
very sad.
sad.
It was very sad, and
Yeah.
it kind of surrounded the whole like the AIDS movement and like with the gay rights movement. So. Yeah, so it was a good movie, but really sad.
And really gay, apparently.
And very gay. There was
Very
a lot
gay.
of sex.
Yes! Oh!
Yeah, we're gonna have to get the title post-production to like attach to this.
Oh, no,
Because
yeah.
everyone's gonna watch and be like, well, now I need
Now you
to.
need
Now
see
you
it
need
too.
to know, exactly.
What's the gayest thing you did this week?
Yeah.
Last night, I think, I was standing in front of the mirror at Vag Helen reapplying lipstick, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty gay.
I'm pretty sure that topped all our answers.
Yeah.
It's usually not like that. I don't usually hit that level, but it was just
this week it so happened.
You hit peak gay.
yes, exactly.
Peak
Thanks.
gay.
Yeah, we just have these moments of like plateau, and then it
Yeah.
really gets up there. Like Pride Week, I'm pretty sure we're really the colors fly.
All of the rainbow.
Yeah, you just get away with whatever gayness
Yeah,
you
it'll
want.
feel weird to not wear the rainbow suspenders as compared to every other day of the week.
Exactly.
You're like, the rainbow, is that too much today? No.
Well, and there's what's interesting, right, is that we have this week when it's really celebrated to be so out and proud, whereas like the rest of the time, like I notice after Pride, I'm like, things are so boring now.
Yeah.
Like you walk downtown and like it's still downtown and uppity
Like
and
gray.
hoppity, but it's not like the colors and the characters and the the drag queens and all the things that you would normally see.
As opposed to like really heightened gay, it's more subtle
I
gay.
feel like this is the whole Torontonian thing, though, is to not push your culture in other people's faces and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk where I'm going and ignore everybody.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, unless it's like there's a specific time that people are celebrating, right?
Yeah.
even with other people, like sporting events, like, okay, we're in the World Series, like, you can yell on the street. But after this, no, you just quietly walk home from the baseball game like everyone else, alright?
Yeah, if your team wins, you're allowed to honk your horn and wave your flags everywhere.
Yeah.
But isn't that interesting that like we all revert back into like, in my opinion, almost like in the closet again, because we're trying to adhere to the societal norms rather than being able to always be ourselves all year round. And I get questions from my family all the time of like, okay, well, why does Pride have to be, you know, so gay and so naked and so like, you know, like be proud and be who you are and have the parade, but why do you have to dress that way and why do you have to be so naked? I'm like, because that's who we are. And they're like, no, that's not who you are. You're just like, I'm like, no, like if I really could be that way every day, I would be that way every day. And I think that's what we get so upset and like frustrated about is like we are literally this oppressed minority that has to live in the closet for most of our lives until we have these times of celebration. And no wonder it gets fucking wild and crazy and so outrageous because it's like we're letting out all of this closeted,
bottled up gay.
Bottled up gay.
Yeah.
We need bottled up gay.
Yeah.
Or have I think there was Absolute Vodka. They did like a pride
Of
sort of
course, yeah.
bottle.
Yes.
Right. We should have that as. We should call that just bottled up gay.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's
In vodka form.
Vodka go next.
Okay.
Okay.
Question 2.
Dun, dun, dun.
I did not shuffle anything.
I did nothing.
Motorcycles or sports cars?
Oh!
That is a very hard question.
Motorcycles.
Oh my God.
It's
Easy
not. It's
question.
not
Yeah,
hard to
motorcycles.
know.
Yeah, 100%.
See, I have a love for really nice sports cars.
I've just never had that love.
Really?
Yeah.
But I also love the rev of
motorcycle.
motorcycles too. I mean, like
That's
the,
it.
both
Yeah.
of them rev. That's my thing. I like revving things.
Is it bad that I just have this association with sports cars of being like those guys who are like,
Like the machismo.
look at my dick!
Yes.
And you're just like, oh.
100%.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Whereas like I can see like a hot biker chick like
Yeah,
on a
it's
motorcycle.
always a hot biker chick.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like, wouldn't you associate that with, you know, dykes on bikes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'm vibing that for sure. But even like the idea of like riding on the back,
Oh,
of,
yeah.
like that too, just like you're like, oh, I love that.
Well, I'm glad we're all in accordance on
Yeah,
that.
definitely. 100%.
So we agree. Other than you're a little bit.
Oh,
I
older.
mean, like, I'm on the fence. I love both. If I had the opportunity to have both, I would.
Yeah. One day when this show all airs, guys, and we're famous, we can each
Just like
have one.
revving all of the things.
Rubbing all the things, exactly.
So if I can break this question out now, since
Yeah.
we're pretty much all on motorbikes,
Yeah.
sport bike or like a chopper, a
Chopper.
hog,
Chopper.
sitting back.
Chopper.
Yeah, like even, like, you know what's funny? I still even have like an interesting like association with like, what are those, like the scooters?
The
Vespas?
Vespas.
Yeah, which I think are
Get out.
super
No,
fun.
that
And
was-
I'm like,
that was not the question.
no. Yeah, definitely more of like, I don't know, I guess like a Harley? Is that
Yeah.
kind of the, yeah, I would go for something more like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, I'm asking, are you
Rugged.
sitting back on the bike or are you hugging the gas tank? It's just,
See,
I'd
but
be
I don't
hugging the gas tank.
I don't
Yeah.
trust myself driving. Like, I imagine that I'm just always the person on the back holding on the
Right.
individual.
Right.
Like,
terrified.
I don't actually have the bike.
someone's come and picked you up, but you'd
Yes.
still
Oh,
prefer
yeah.
the
Oh,
Harley. Okay.
Yeah, you know, if they came in something else, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll give you a chance, but... but yeah, I think definitely more of that, like, I don't know, edgier...
The room.
The vroom vroom,
The
exactly,
vroom.
that's what I'm feeling. What about you? How do you, like...
And see, I asked this question and had like a binary, and then I'm like, haha, no, I'm gonna go right in the middle. But like a Honda, so it's not a sporty bike, but it's also not like a Harley. I don't need like 500 pounds of just like pulsing.
No. Yeah.
But I don't need to be zipping around on like a sewing machine engine sport bike. I want the best of both worlds, alright?
I feel, literally your explanation of this, is, like, my mind just keeps going to, like, yeah, like, that's how I feel with, like, men and women. Like,
If you did not get that nuance about me
okay, good.
And
wearing a
sometimes-
skirt and a hoodie right now, and you haven't mentioned it yet, but being into boys and girls, yeah, no, that's the whole.
Yeah.
I did a
For all
little
our
thing,
cis
a big
viewers,
picture
just
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I was just thinking about vibrators.
Okay, I'm glad that we're on the same page.
Because, like, you know, you think room is vibrating, I mean, like, come on, Hitachi's.
Yeah.
Hitachi. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Well, I think my like bike association has always been to that kind of like the vibration pleasure. I mean, I don't have like a bike. I have like a bicycle.
Yeah.
That like
Not
I bike
quite the
around the
same.
shop. But my seat at one point it had gone so loose that it was up on like a really
Oh my
severe
gosh.
angle. And in Toronto, there's so many potholes and stuff that
Oh yeah.
I went to go get it fixed, and I told the guy, I'm like, look, like no complaints, but honestly, at this point, I was having orgasms at the wazoo getting to work because this thing was just going right into my clit. Like every time I was riding to work, it was just like at that angle. I'm like, oh, okay, like I need to pay attention. It was too much. I need to
Yeah,
get
you have
that
to keep
baby
your eyes
rest.
open. That's
Yeah. Don't get hit by a car. Like it happens in Toronto too often.
Imagine explaining
Yeah.
that to the cops. Like, why did you crash into that car?
Wow.
Well, let me tell you.
You've heard of Roadhead, but this is like a completely
different thing.
Yeah.
No, I find that every time I ride a bicycle, especially like for long distances, it gets numb. It gets numb down there. Yeah.
You
I don't
gotta
know.
change the seat to this
Yes.
setting. I'm telling you, it makes a difference.
Apparently so.
I want to go back and get a change. It's like, what am I
Yeah.
missing out on life? Yeah. But it is true for like that like comfortability's sake. It's not.
Yeah,
it's really
I'm pretty
not
sure.
actually
I'm pretty
comfortable.
sure I lost some sensitivity because like there was an entire month where I had to ride my bike to school, right? So just that in that period of time, I think I lost some sensitivity down there. It's like this is really sad.
I need to stop riding my bike. Need to start riding some other things. Get that back into my life.
Yep.
Yeah. Poor bikes. Don't they say even too like people can like break their hymen just riding?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, or a bike. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I think that's why they have like those specialized seats to let your bits hang a little bit.
Let them hang. Mine don't hang personally, but
I mean, some people got.
some people I guess they hang.
Cause you know how like some bike seats they have like the hole,
I feel that is
Is
more
that-
male design there.
So is that for balls to hang in?
I don't feel like you should be wearing pants or shorts that are that loose while riding a
While riding
bicycle.
a bike.
Like,
Fair.
this is what bike shorts are for, is to keep
But
it
it's
in the same
formulated to
spot.
have more.
To have just
Yeah,
have,
you have
room.
like, there's space, yeah. You're not like
Okay.
tucking them through the hole and being like, there we go, they can dangle.
Oh my
No,
god, yo, that
It's
reminds
like
me.
those cuddle mattresses where you stick your arm through the mattress.
Yeah.
That reminds me. There's this.
imagine
there's
the
these
trauma
stress
if you were
balls.
ever in an accident on a bike. Like, it's not coming out properly.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
like the zipper getting caught kind of deal.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I brought it into the
God.
No, that reminds me of there's these stress balls that are actually shaped
They're
like
balls.
they're
Yes.
I think
testicles,
I've seen
and
those.
like you hang them and you
You
squeeze
just
them.
kinda,
Yeah.
This for like workplace?
Like for workplace, and then like I guess some people like put it under like their desk or something, but I don't know. I just
Huh.
with the balls like
Under
hanging
your
in the like bicycle hole. I feel like that would look like that.
That's kind of what we're imagining. So you get like a really good visual for
Oh
everybody now.
yeah, 100%.
And
What's that like?
Uh,
A game.
yeah, exactly. So it'd be perfect. Regular beings.
regular humans.
Ready for it?
Oh, I think
Okay.
so.
Bars or nightclubs?
Oh.
That is really easy for me. Bars. Definitely bars.
Really?
I don't
Dank,
know.
seedy
Mm.
basements.
Like really divey bars.
Yes.
The particular bars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I live in a great neighborhood for that. It's like dive bar after dive bar after dive bar.
But with a good taps list.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Alright.
mm-hmm.
I don't
That's
know.
fair.
I always thought of myself as like a divey bar kind of person, and then I dated someone for a while, and I think in the 6 months that I dated her, I think we went to like 12 different nightclubs.
Nice.
Like not even like once each time. Like we went to like 2 a weekend, and I
Wow.
loved it.
Yeah.
And I really miss it, and I don't have any friends who enjoy it, so I miss them. Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
if
have to
you
go.
say nightclubs?
It depends what mood I'm in. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
nightclubs. Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna say
Alright.
nightclubs.
And your like draw to the bars is just like the particular feel of like that dive bar.
I think dank works well with me.
Yeah.
I feel good in that situation, and I can't hear really well. And if
Okay.
I'm going out with people, I'm going out with them. I want to talk to them. I want to interact with them, right? Like,
Yeah.
I find that really difficult at a nightclub. I can't hear anything,
That's fair.
and then yeah.
Yeah. See, because like that's what's making me on the fence of like there's a certain feel to like bars where like you can sit down and have more of like a conversation, and it's a little bit more of like a laid back feel, maybe, at least from my experience of bars. But I guess maybe my association with it is like, I don't know, this uncomfortable kind of expectation of what each of them bring. But I think my personality sometimes, like if I'm gonna go out and like I want to dance, I want to like have good music, like I want to go to like Dance Cave, Oasis, like those are kind of like my hubs. Like that would be, you know, if and my personality isn't really like the night goer. Like that's like I would say my sister is the person who like goes out with her girlfriends and their stilettos and like mini dresses with like their vodka and like to like the clubs and stuff, which is great. And there's nothing like
and I love looking at that from across the road.
I love to
proper
observe
winter clothing. Be like, Then again, I'll still go out to shows and do that as well too, and have like a tiny mini skirt and like nylons at -20, and be like, this is. I'm doing this because I'm going to get there and it's going to be awesome. And so I understand where it's coming from. But I also like laughing at that when I'm the one.
No, I think I'm just more of the person to like hang out in my basement and like smoke pot with friends and like order pizza. Like this is more of like my feel of like what like a Friday night would be for me.
Like that wasn't an option.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, I mean
house party is not on there. House party is what I would go for. But.
I think I'm like I just my personality shines more in a nightclub when I'm like dancing and like that's like I identify as a dancer, like that's like my scene, like that's when like people see who I really am. So
I think for me it's just very highly dependent. I mean, I love the nightclub scene, however it also depends on the nightclub. Right. So like there are clubs who cater to like really sort of mainstream, not hipstery, but like more so like businessy type people, right? And then there's like the hipster scene, and then there's my like scene that I like, which is like the subspace scenes, right? So I loved the subspace parties and the sort of energy that they brought, right? It's just kind of like really dark, but really like there's like this vibratory feel, right? And like this, the energy is different, and I feel like I vibe with that a lot more than just like regular clubs.
Well,
having costumes helps a lot too.
That too.
I definitely will go out to a dancier, clubbier if there's costumes involved.
Definitely.
That's fair.
There's also a number of like low-key lesbian bars in the city that I really like.
There
Really like the Beaver, like the Steady,
and they play
the
like
Piston,
lesbian music too.
Great.
And like,
there used to be
Can I change my answer? Can I change my answer?
It's set in stone. It's been
Specific-
recorded. Now.
We're still good.
I'm so sorry, the Beaver. I'm sorry.
There used to be this lesbian bar or like restaurant in the village, and it was called Slacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like I had like for the longest time I was like I'm gonna go, but then they closed. So I was really disappointed about that. But anyway,
my friend was like waiting for her. I was waiting for my friend. She's like 3 years younger than me, and for years I was like, when you turn 19, we're going there, and then they closed. Like a few months before she turned 19. It was so bad.
So disappointing. Has anyone been to like the Maddie? Like something like that is just like not my jam personally.
What is the Maddie?
The Madison House, yes?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's like literally like a mansion that they've made into this bar. It's like no joke, 7 floors. Like it's awesome. Like it's a really cool
2 houses actually that they've attached together.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And there's like outdoor, like they have patio, they have a pool place, they have like a dancing, and they just have floors
Not
and
just
floors and floors.
patio, like the entire back of the place is multiple patios that be like
holy shit.
gigantic.
Let's try to find people.
And it's basically it's U of T's like giant
Party house?
Yes.
Communal
exactly.
friends.
And that's the thing, it's a little bit more like from just the one time that I went, like bit more preppy, bit more of like the student feel. Like when I got there was already like police like busting the place because there was 18-year-olds trying to get in.
Oh my God.
So I kind of like went into it a little bit like apprehensive too. And maybe it's because like I'm used to Oasis. Like that's
Yeah.
just like where I like
But you could
frequent.
go to better places than that. I haven't had a reason
Yeah.
to go there for like a
Maddie
decade.
is like the
Yeah.
brunny on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
feel that sort of like
But
I
a
don't
little
really think
better
I should
dressed.
be here.
Like,
Yeah.
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 On steroids and in a polo.
I would
That's
go
what
to
it
Yeah,
is.
there you go. Steroids and polos. Bingo.
All the polo shirts.
I would go to like the green room or something like that. Would be
Yeah,
like, more
just don't
like,
get the food.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
no good.
I know, you're right though. I haven't had good food there.
Well, they've
I mean,
been shut down multiple times for health food violations.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, just beer. Just get the beer. That's
Yeah,
fine. That
just
comes
go
in a
for a
keg.
drink.
Someone else delivers that.
we can
no
say that,
problems
right?
there.
We're not gonna get sued for saying that.
It's a real thing that happened.
Okay, so-
we can double check that. We can double check that. Make sure they actually were shut down at one point for like health violations, which I'm 95% sure that they were.
Damn.
If they weren't, then this is slander and it's not true.
We're lying.
Whatever. we're
So I
Excuse me,
talked
we're
to
Oh, what is this? Aw, capital F, fucking or cuddling.
Oh
Pick
no!
one.
Why put me in this position?
Capital F fucking?
Capital F
Capital
fucking.
F.
Capital F.
Fucking.
Fucking or cuddling.
Yeah. Wow.
Like if I had to choose one for the rest of my life.
Oh, for the rest of your
Basically,
life.
yes. You get to pick one.
Oh my
We're not
God.
committing to this actually, but you have to pick one.
I'll be doing weekly checkups, just
Yeah.
making sure we're all following through.
Like, did you fuck or cuddle today?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I do fucking. Honestly. I mean, like, I love cuddling, but like,
But then does that mean that like you fuck and then you're not allowed to have the cuddling?
Oh,
that's also fair.
yeah.
I don't know.
Because that's what I would miss. I would miss
Yeah?
the cuddling specifically after fucking.
I don't know, man.
Like I could do without any kind of like fuck before the cuddle, but I don't know if I could deal with like no cuddle after the fuck.
But then what if the cuddling leads to the feelings of because you all know that happens.
This is the
Then
hardest
again, though, here,
question.
if I could give nuance to this question,
Yeah.
I mentioned capital F fucking to be like, you don't have to give up on sex, but like, the,
Okay,
yeah.
like the best.
I'm gonna
sex you've
gender
ever
this,
had.
but like, balls to the wall, sweaty, panting, fucking.
Okay, then I'm choosing cuddling.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I would choose cuddling.
I think cuddling.
Wait,
Wait.
I'm very
Okay.
precise today.
How would we define cuddling? Or not cuddling, fucking though.
Like,
is it like ball?
Capital
yeah.
F, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I think for me, because my like libido specifically is associated with my depression. So if I'm depressed, I don't feel like I have a sexual drive. I don't want to have sex. I don't even really want to like interact with people all that much. And if I do want human companionship, it is to have like something that's very like compassionate, just like loving and warm and cuddling. And I think because I'm always gonna ride this roller coaster of mental health. Cuddling is gonna be like in my life regardless of whether I'm depressed or not.
It's a constant.
Whereas like fucking is it just so happens to be there based on how I'm feeling. So I would like definitely feel like I would go cuddling all the way.
Yeah, cuddling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What? You know, yeah. For I'm good for cuddling.
Ooh, hello there.
Yeah, no, so the exact opposite. Definitely fucking. But
Yeah.
you were mentioning like how your sex drive plays into that, and the exact same thing for me, but it's good. Like I plateau and peak, and that's it. So like
yeah,
a lot of
okay.
the time, sex isn't something that's like there even. Like it's gone. Like days.
Mhm.
Like don't think about it. Don't masturbate, and then out of nowhere, it's like now need something. Need it to be
Well, that's the
intense.
thing,
Need
yeah.
it to be crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I got that. It's out of the way.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Keep
think would
going
be
with life.
difficult is I wouldn't have that like outlet to
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Yay, yay, we get to do both.
I don't know. I think for me with fucking, it's like I need to have. I don't enjoy sex unless I have some sort of like emotional connection
Yeah.
to the person, right? So it's just so yeah. I mean like fucking is super fun.
Yeah.
But I feel for me it's only fun when it's with someone that I actually care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Excellent explanation, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Yeah. So
What has your experience with gay bars been? I don't know if I've really gone to many.
Depends on the
Yeah.
gay bar.
Mm.
Depends on the place
I
you're
mean,
thinking of.
The only other type of gay bar that I've really been to is
Cruise.
Cruise and
Cruise and
Tangos.
Tangos, yeah.
Yeah, Cruise and Tangos. That's always super fun for me, at least. Yeah.
I have such mixed feelings about cruise and tangos because I don't know. Is it just me? Like, does anyone else feel like the village is almost like a tourist spot now?
Yeah.
definitely
Absolutely.
is.
And
Yes.
like, and which is fine. It's good that like people are like exploring it, but like, it's supposed to be
The community.
the community, and it's also, you know, it's very binaristic for sure, but it's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be like guys and then like a lesbian bar on top. Like that's kind
Right.
of. And
Mhm.
every single time I've gone there, I've been hit on by straight men upstairs, and I'm like, where do you think you are? I'm like trying to get the attention of someone across the room, and they're like, hey, what's up? I'm like,
Yeah.
can you leave me alone?
Yeah, no, and there's definitely been a lot of like bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
People
go,
like-
that go like who they go to cruise and have their bachelorette
Yeah.
party.
And they like,
and it's totally fine. It's totally fun for them, but it's also like.
Well, but yes, and if they're treating it like tourism as
Yeah.
well too,
Yeah,
then you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
now I'm on display.
they're getting up on the
Awesome.
stage with the
Yeah.
drag queens. It's like, can you sit
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
It's almost impeding a little bit on our space.
yeah.
I feel like. And I think that what becomes an issue with minority groups is that then the majority goes, well, why can't I be a part of
Yeah.
what you have going on? And it's because it's like, because it's our community.
Yeah.
It's what we have going on, and we want it to be everybody that encompasses what our community is about. We
And
don't want
appreciates
other
the
people impeding on it. Like, we don't want to feel like we're on display. We don't want to feel like you're just coming in mocking us, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on positive. Like, there are some really great people, you know, we have awesome allies for sure,
Mhm.
but it's just like making it purely be like what it, like, you know, what our space is supposed to be. I mean, that's just kind of how I feel.
I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen to you, but I was the subject of one of those like straight girl games where it was like who could get a lesbian to ask for your number first sort of deal.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just like a group of straight girls who were like, oh, I bet I can like get a date before you can, and like I bet lesbians find me the prettiest, and it was like the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so, like, can we go out for dinner sometime? She's like, oh, I'm really sorry. Like, I really just wanted to see if I could get someone to ask me for my number. Like,
Yeah,
I'm here with my friends.
that's a really dick
Yeah.
move.
So that's
Yeah.
even beyond being on display,
Yeah.
and now you're like a piece in a game. That's,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was crappy.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, there's so many really great bars in the city that are in, like, the queer West location, and it's a mix of folks. Like, there's no specific, like, lesbian bar in Toronto anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of nice. You have this sort of mix of folks, but there's always this undercurrent of, like, queer.
Yeah.
I didn't go to more of these.
Yeah, I'll
like,
take you. They're
like, what,
yeah.
what have
The
I
whole-
missed out
the
on?
whole, like, Ossington, like, Lansdowne, like, Queen area.
Really?
Like, no, it's solid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should
Like,
make
within a
that.
10
We should
minute
make
walk
that
from
the
my
new
house.
the new village.
I
Sounds
think it
good.
could be. Honestly, I think it could be the new village for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've just learned something new.
Yeah.
Dancing. I go if I just want to dance.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
exactly.
almost like 98% of what I've ever done in a gay bar is
Yeah.
just dance.
If you want to get drunk and just like make a fool of yourself, that's
Exactly. Great
100%.
place. Great
Love
place
it.
to do it. But yeah, and all of them. I was trying to think of other ones. Going to the Beaver, going to the
Yeah.
Hen House,
The Hen
going to
House.
Cruise and Tangos, like all of those. I'm like, I just went and then I danced and then I went home. That was it.
Interesting.
That's the
Which
entirety of the
dancing's great.
experience.
Yeah. Would you say that area is like more catered to everyone rather than compared to the village, which is more so
Yes.
catered to gay men?
yes. I mean, there's still a lot of that happening, but it's very diverse in that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of sections where you're like, oh my god, like obviously this is like a women's night. And like there's a bunch of dudes here like dancing to Beyonce, which is like fine, but like you're taking up the whole space and it's like
Yeah.
uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to pick and choose what kind of vibe you want to go
But,
to.
yeah.
Honestly though, it's like generally a very like accommodating
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It's not really that bad.
Niceness. Should we go on to the next
Next
one? I think we
question.
still have
Time to
to go just on the same one. If
sure.
we want to just keep
Yeah.
filming on this one.
Unless this
Yeah.
is like a long question, in which case.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's another like cats or dogs.
Cat, obviously. Gordon, you have not had a chance to meet my kitten, but because she's being
she's
a little bit
adorable.
rambunctious, we'll bring her out
It's
later.
fine. I'm sure I will love her because also cats.
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 Cats, that pussy. But cats, but actually cats though. Yeah. What did
How do
everyone
you
else?
really feel?
Cats, man. All about them.
Are you sure?
I'm most positive about this question. Some of the other ones, definitely cats, yeah.
Awesome. I think I lean more to dogs. Yeah, I'm a big fan of.
Do you have a dog?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I used to. Like we had a dog. He was a German Shepherd Collie mix, and he was cute, and he was the cutest, sweetest dog, and he would like look out after me and my sister because we were still small. He died when I was 4 though.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I love dogs. They're a lot less prone to being assholes like cats.
That's fair.
Going off of that point, I want to say I'm a cat person, but it's almost like it has to be at the right cat. And unfortunately, you don't know if you have the right cat until it grows
Yeah.
up. And it's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, or you steal someone else's.
That's
Yeah. You
I mean,
see your
yeah.
right personality, you're like, you're
I was about to
Just
say,
like, here,
I
I'll
was about
just
to
take
say,
you home.
oh,
Don't-
it's kind of
don't
like,
steal someone
it's
else's.
kind of like kids in that way. And then you were
Yeah.
like, or you could steal someone else. I was like, no, it's not like kids in that
It's
way.
not- yeah, we're getting more into that age where you can like just like pick and choose, kind of like kids has become a little bit of that. Like, really starting to become more customized.
Customized. Customized
Yeah.
cats and customized kids.
I mean, I feel like I lucked out with my cat. Like, I know seeing her earlier definitely has a bit more like of like the rambunctious like assholiness, but she's so personable. Like, she's not really like most other cats that don't want to. Like right now, she's probably freaking out outside because she just wants to be with people. Like she just always has to be around people, and people joke so much that her personality is my personality in a cat. Like she really is just like wants to be around people, super crazy, bouncing off the walls, but it's also really like cute and cuddly at times, and like she just has such a perfect mixture. I think we were really lucked out, and my mom calls her my therapy cat. So I think in that sense too, like we read an article about how like scientifically, like the purring and the petting of cats is really good for mental health, and is very meditative. And so I just like really enjoy that about her. But also my lifestyle wouldn't be able to like, I would feel bad owning a dog because I'm like my cat can do like shit all and like take care of herself, and you're just like feeding it whatever, and like it does its thing. But yeah, like if I had a dog, I just like I couldn't, like I'm not home to take care of a dog, so my lifestyle would adhere to it.
And yeah, but the dogs are great.
Yeah.
Love other people's dogs.
Yeah.
They will be your friend in 15 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
there's no dog out there that you're just like, hey, let's play. And they're like, well, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Whereas cats, like some are like, well, you're never going to be that cat's friend. Like,
Yeah.
as long as it lives, it's not going to love you. That's just how it is. But then with having your own, it's like having a super clingy, needy partner who
Yeah.
like, 100, they love you.
Always.
They love you a lot, but then you're just like, no, I gotta go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Stay in the house.
Yeah.
Where cats are independent,
Yeah.
and you could be like, I'm gonna go, and they're like, that's fine.
I
I was
didn't
just
even
gonna
care."
nap this afternoon anyways.
Yeah.
If you're gone too long, I'll just shit on your stuff, and then we're cool.
That's very fair.
Classic.
Having-
Yeah, when a dog just gets sad, and you're like, oh, I did this to you. I'm sorry.
I feel bad all
We're
the
like,
time.
yeah, the cat, we're even now. All right, I understand.
Yeah.
I did wrong, and you punished me for that. So,
Having
Very
heard
clear.
both sides, I'm gonna go with cats.
Cats. And you're going with dogs?
Yeah, I love dogs. I don't know. I've always loved dogs.
It's fair. I mean, I don't think any of us like hate one.
Oh
and
yeah,
love the other.
no.
It's
Like I
just
love
preference.
I love animals in general, but you know,
Yeah.
if I were to choose, some dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Cool, yeah.
Your ideal date.
Ooh.
Science.
this is a deep question.
really
I don't
hard
want to go
question.
first because I know then everyone else is going to answer. I'll be like, oh no, that's way better than mine. I want that date. I don't want to go on my date
I don't
anymore.
want to go on your date.
Yeah.
I don't mean to like, I think I've had some pretty like ideal dates already. Like I don't know if I could like imagine some things that would be better than what I've already experienced, because my feeling too is like I would want it to be like organic and just be, you know, what it's supposed to be. Like I could think in my mind like, yeah, I would love to, you know, like take a plane to Paris and, you know, sit on a beach and drinking mimosas.
Yeah.
Like that would be amazing.
That
But
sounds stressful now.
playing the whole thing. But you know, like I think that like just like I don't know if one like really, but even just going over to someone's house and like talking for 3 hours has been one of like my best dates, because I really got to like know the individual and left feeling like I was more like falling for them more as a person, because we just got to know each other. Like I don't know. This is now I'm thinking I'm like, oh gosh, I shouldn't maybe disclose too much detail. I don't want I don't want someone that I'm dating to like watch this be like, oh stop.
Or
But-
the opposite, be like,
Yeah.
mine wasn't on there?
Right.
Did you mention mine?
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I
mean,
put a lot of effort into that date, okay?
I remember the recent ones I'm thinking of.
Is this a first date?
Any.
Any date.
Any date.
I really like dates that, well, especially because on a date you're focusing so hard on like the kind of person you're projecting yourself
Right,
as,
yeah.
the kind of things you're saying, the kind of things you're wearing, and I would just like a date that like totally catches me off guard. Like if I've never tried a certain food, I would love to go on a date where it's like I have no idea how to eat this. Like I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what language this is in, or you know, something like something that is
new.
something that will catch me off guard, or even not even something new, something that is like difficult to focus on, like this carefully cultivated date
Yep.
persona when I'm
Right.
too busy like going paintballing or like
Yes, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
rock
Yeah.
climbing. I think.
Yeah.
would be
And I
really
was
fun
thinking
for me.
axe throwing on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
Have you been to the axe throwing one?
I have been to some axe throwing places, yes.
Have you
Throw
gone
a
on
few
a
axes
date
in
there?
mayonnaise?
No, I don't believe I ever have. I was supposed to one time. I think it got canceled. I can't remember.
Okay,
I know
people.
there was.
Take notes.
But
Yeah.
no, I like that. And I would say, once again, I'm going to split on this one. Either a date like that, where the date itself, the activity is full immersion. You're all
Yeah.
into that.
Like no,
or
shouldn't even be a date.
absolutely
So,
nothing. Like a date that's just
Okay.
with, like, one of the best ones I went on a long time ago that was like with a partner for a while. We just took the ferry back and forth to the, like over and over again.
Oh,
Just
that's
sat on the ferry, didn't get off of
That
it.
sounds awesome.
Just like rode it and like talked, and then if there was no one on it, made out for a bit. Like that's just all we did for a while. But then more recently, two first dates, because I thought that's what the question was. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna keep going with that.
Yeah.
Was someone that invited me to a fetish night and just like led me around in a collar the entire time, just like a first date,
Awesome.
like just meeting like clipped on, like let's do this. Like
That's
that was great.
sick.
And then another first date where another kink community type thing where date was going all right, and then both found out we were like strictly subs. They were like, oh, so this is
This is not gonna
never
work.
gonna.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you want to just like do a bunch of drugs and go to some random parties. They're like, yes, that's great. Let's do that. So that was a good day too.
Yes.
Definitely
Yeah.
not going anywhere, but still, yeah.
Because I've had a little bit of both as well, where like for me recently, like the two that kind of come to mind is going to Hanlon's Beach was one of the dates that I had, and more recently with one of the relationships I'm starting to develop, which was like given like the person who is with me has to understand that like I want to talk, I want to delve into stuff, like I want to get to know the person. I can actually be super like socially awkward and nervous, which just gets me talking more. And two, with kind of again like I've talked earlier about just my like sexual drive just kind of like can fluctuate, and so I just kind of like want to cuddle and talk instead of doing anything else. But we talked for like such a long time, and the person was like so great about just kind of like absorbing it all. And then I ran a bath for us and put on candles, and we just kind of like cuddled in this like nice warm
Oh,
tub.
that's so
Like it was
sweet.
super, super cute. But one of the Tinder dates that I had, it ended up being the last time that I went to the Everything to Do a Sex show last year. There was like this Tinder date that I like waited the 24 hours to like super like. I was like really into this person, and so we finally figured out when we were gonna meet up, and it was I was like, yo, I'm going to this sex show, like come like meet me there and we'll like talk afterwards. We talked for like 2 hours. Like I showed them what I got, like all these like dildos and whips and shit like that. And so obviously like really getting to know each other. And so after 2 hours of talking, when we had messaged each other, they had mentioned like, oh, you know, I have this idea for a first date, but it might be like, you know, a bit too much. And so then after all this talking, they had gone like, okay, so would you like to hear what my idea was? Like, just to hear the idea, we don't have to do it, but, you know, just for like curiosity's sake, I'm like, yeah, definitely, like, tell me. And they go, so, have you heard of this place, Oasis?
Oh my god!
Have I heard of this place? I'm like, yo, they're doing an after party right now, let's go. So the two of us went and had like an amazing time, and that was like our first interaction, and I just think that like it was so cool, like it was like we totally let our guard down and was like super vulnerable, and like I'm somebody who I guess kind of gets to know people pretty quickly, and so I'm like getting to like the nitty and gritty, so that was like really nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I think for me, the dates that I really love are that last, or ones that last like the entire day.
Yeah.
Basically, so like I love going on adventures. I love like experiencing new things. So like, say like during the day we would go for like some sort of adventure-y type thing, like hiking, or like I also really love nature too. So like a nature day, or like a walk through like the forest or something would be wonderful. And then maybe like in the evening we would go for like a dinner or something, like either like homemade or like go to like a fancy restaurant or something like that. So, and just like, you know, a space where it's like a really nice sort of surrounding, but also being able to, you know, get to know each other and like talk and like have this sort of this space to accompany that.
Yeah.
Right. So there's this first date that I went on. We went to the island and we had a picnic.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and it was lovely, and we you know, we got to, you know, eat food. Granted, I was like an hour late because I was karaokeing the previous night, and so
That would do it.
yeah, but thankfully she waited for me, so so yeah, so we had a picnic, and like we basically, you know, talked about like a whole bunch of different stuff, and you know, got to know each other, and just had a picnic under a tree. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So
I'd be down for that.
ideal dates.
Yeah,
nature,
I
like
think
nature-y
the nature
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Or skydiving. That's super fun too. I've never